Hello there fellow NPCs, I am Scythe and today we're getting back into the house in Fata Morgana. We, in the last video, cleared out the first door and now we have entered the second door and it is 1707. We don't have, the house doesn't have a master anymore, but there is a creature living there. Some sort of half-beast sort of thing that eats human flesh. And the maid just basically shooed it off. Me, and told it, go into the city, go and get yourself a better sword, so you can actually kill and eat people. That's the gist of it, anyway. And that's it. I don't know what else we have in store for us here in the 1700s. So, let's go. The mansion sat near the ocean. To say it was perched upon a cliff might make it sound rather intimidating. But you could see the beautifully clear sea through the windows, a glittering expanse of emerald and turquoise. If the mansion had been in proper condition, it would have been breathtaking against the backdrop. I even wanted to plant orange trees in the garden. Though it was a tumultuous era, the sun still shone bright upon the land, which only served to emphasize the house's unsightliness. Oh yes, perhaps we should give you some more background information. At that period in time, a war had just drawn to a close. The once gorgeous wetlands were infested with crows picking at decaying remains. Bodies of soldiers fallen in battle continually washed up on the shores of coastal villages. The people wanted nothing more than for the curtain to draw on that deeply political contest. And when it finally did, the kingdom, with its richly fertile shores, was stripped of its independence, beginning a new era under a new rule. The people were exhausted, the spirits wasted away, and the splendor of the ocean and sky did nothing to help. In my mind, the beast was emblematic of the times, emaciated and enveloped in the scent of blood. Okay, so it's still about the beast, I think. But the war came to an end. Thus the beast did not have to remain a beast, I thought. Did he? And so I endeavored to make the beast more human-like. Oh, interesting. Very strange. Beauty in the beast, but just the end where the beast becomes more human. First, I needed to do something about his appearance. I would draw a bath, scrub away all the filth and dress him in clothing left in the mansion. However, having sat unused for 50 years, the majority of garments had been devoured by insects and were of little use. So I searched the mansion top to bottom for anything the beast could wear, heated up some coals and set to work ironing what I found. At the time, steam irons had not yet been invented. We used plates of iron heated with coals. They somewhat resembled kettles. Oh yeah, I actually had one of those in my house growing up. We didn't use it, it was more of a furniture, no, what's it called? A pretty thing to look at. I even prepared meals for the beast in order to teach him proper table manners. Although, with a mansion in a nearly uninhabitable state of disarray, there was only so much I could do in the kitchen. And the only supplies I had to work with were what was left in the cellar. As such, I was not able to put to use the cooking skills I had learned in the Flaxenhead family's time. Now, you mustn't eat with your hands. Do you want to get your fingers and face dirty? It's just screeching and being disgusting. You eat using a knife and fork. See? Like this. I feel like I'm teaching a young child. Okay, no more screeching. Oh my. What are you holding your head for? Oh dear. Perhaps I should be teaching you to speak before table manners. Jesus. Worry not, we have plenty of time. You needn't act so frightened. Or perhaps you do not want to be understood at all. I'm not sure what these different sounds means though. Is one happy, positive and the other negative? Would you be so kind as to tell me your name? You are, for now, still a guest. It is too soon for me to call you master. Or am I mistaken? Your name. That is what people call you. How about I start by telling you my name? I am called... Okay, you're remembering how to speak. Bestia. Your name is Bestia. I see. Then that is what I shall call you, Bestia. My, you seem to be rather perplexed as to how I was still alive. He had, in fact, attempted to cause me harm. However, I am a servant of the house. The beast called himself Bestia. It is a curious thing. When I learned his name, he seemed to take on a new importance in my mind. He was not a mere beast, but a thing called Bestia. Master, should I ever have the chance to hear your name, I am certain you too shall become more substantial at present. But you must always remember, Master, that even if you do not remember your name, and even if you never know mine, you have always held a special place in my heart. Okay, so she's a servant of the house, so that's why she's alive for so many hundreds of years, essentially. And she loves me? And thus began my tranquil days with Bestia. Tranquil days. He began to learn the human tongue. And I was, to be quite honest, rather thrilled. To be certain, I was afraid of the beast. But my fear was not so strong as my elation that there was someone else in the mansion, someone to whom I could speak. And someone that might become my master. Master? Come now. You must pull weeds out at the roots or they will soon grow back. This is a task that requires perseverance. You do it like this, see? There you go. Grass. Oh, did you not expect that? What appears to be many plants on the surface is actually all connected with the soil. This is a task that requires a man's strength. If there were other servants, they could do it. So I apologize for making you tend to the garden, future master. Or perhaps, now that you're all dressed up, do you wish to leave the mansion and find someone to fool, as the wolf did the sweet little girl? Have you no interest in remaining in such a disheveled house? Go on. Not want leave. Oh my, is that so? If you wish to stay, then I shall not stop you. On the contrary, I will gladly attend to you. I am waiting for the person who is to become my master. Master? Why am I going back and forth between master and master? Forever waiting. I should be able to watch over you until the day you depart this world, old and wrinkled. Do you not believe me? Are you interested in becoming the master of this house? Will be. I have to wonder if you know what you are saying. Although it matters little whether you do or not. Oh my, look at that. Now, this brings back memories. This is called a rose. Do you know what a rose is? It is a type of flower. Not. No. Do not. No. I see. Then allow me to teach you. What you have here is not a real rose. The real roses wilted and are sleeping in the soil. Oh, right, it's the gift that Mel gave to the white-haired girl. Oh, that is so sad. This is called an accessory. It is something women wear. The beast held an ornamental white rose in his hands. An object someone, sometime, meant to give to someone else. Curiously, the white rose was just as stunning as it had been the day it was made, despite being buried in the earth for so many years. I hear roses make a wonderful gift. He stared intently at the decorative rose. I had presumed the beast would either discard it disinterestedly or destroy it. But much to my surprise, Bestia held it gently in his hands, as though it was something precious to him. Are you, perchance, considering giving it to me? So you are not. Very well. Is there someone else you would like to give it to? In that moment, a thought floated through my mind. The thing I had found in a pool of blood in the cellar was a monstrous creature indeed, but perhaps that was not, at its core, what it truly was. So I asked him a question. What is it that you desire, Bestia? These mansions fulfill people's desires. If you yearn for something...
Want to live peace.
He wants to live in peace. Look at that filthy thing! A beast! It's a beast! It's eating goddamn sand! You really that hungry? Beast, you foul creature! Stay the hell back! Get any closer! Filthy beast! And I'll kill you! Several days passed by. As Bestia began to act more like a person, the mansion followed suit, slowly becoming more habitable, though not yet back to its former glory. No flowers grew in the garden, but neither were there weeds infesting it. The dusty corridors, shattered windows, and rust-covered kitchen gradually returned to their proper states. Bestia learned how to change his own clothes and how to draw a bath. No longer did I have to wait on him hand and foot. He could take care of a number of things all by himself. What we lacked for food he acquired from the forest. Never did he go to purchase supplies from the village. Rather, he captured hares and gathered the herbs hidden in the overgrowth. They were days without incident. And though such a life may be want for excitement, peace is something that you mustn't take for granted. Those who have it cast it aside, finding the leisurely flow of time dull. Only those who have never experienced it truly know how precious it is. Bestia appeared to be content. He wore an expression of solitary serenity. Someone? Is anyone there? And then one day, a crack formed in the uneventful tranquility. Is anyone in there? Could you part with some food? I don't need much. Some food and water. Just a little. That's all I need. Bestia looked over at me, as if seeking my aid. Ironic, no? It was the visitor who was truly in need of aid. I pondered it for a few moments, deciding that I could not simply turn away someone calling upon the mansion. Had Bestia ordered me to not let him in, I would have followed his instructions, but he said nothing. Oh, thank God, someone's here. I was afraid it was deserted. You said you were in need of a sustenance? Yes. It doesn't have to be much. Anything to quench this thirst. I got lost and it's been several days. Give me a few minutes. I will find.
Let him in.
A firm, deep voice came from behind me. I was quite startled. When had the beast learned to act so much like a human? When had he learned to speak so clearly, and to behave so much like a master? Ah! Upon seeing Bestia, a look of terror appeared across the wanderer's face for a moment. Ah, okay, so he's still a beast. He can pretend to be human, but it's very visible that it's a monster. To my eyes, Bestia was the very image of a head of house, but to an outsider, he probably appeared to be nothing more than a beast in man's clothing.
Prepare him a meal and I suspect he's quite tired.
Thank you very much. But in time, the fear drained from the man's face. Bestia sat precariously on the border between man and beast. Though he still had his doubts, the Wanderer revised his first impression, deciding Bestia was human. As the wolf had fooled the little girl in the forest, he too had succeeded in playing the role of a man. I thought I was a goner for a while there, but you really came to the rescue. And a meal like this on top of that? You really didn't have to. Though I guess that's not an appropriate thing to say as I'm eating. What kind of meat is this?
Hare.
It's damn tender for a rabbit. And here I thought it was beef. You have quite a skilled chef. Oh, is she the one who cooked this? Is she your wife? Oh no, I am merely a servant. A female servant, huh? Don't see that very often. The mansion is just full of surprises. I can hardly believe it. Lost for days, and as soon as I think I'm dead, there it is. Thinking back on it now, it's miraculous. But why are you two living alone in a house on a cliff?
We.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Asking so many questions without telling you about myself. My apologies, just a little too excited to finally see other people. I am a merchant. I do international trade. Until a few years back, spice exports pretty much all came from one place. But now that we've established trade routes of our own, my country is fighting tooth and nail to push its exports. And in fact, some have lost a few teeth in the fight already. But that's just how it works. It's a cutthroat world. You do what you must to survive. That's just how it works, the merchant said, a sorrowful look on his face. He was quite clearly putting on a show, though. Confidence in himself and his homeland radiated from that man. I came to this land to do business, but much to my chagrin, I somehow ended up lost in the forest. Had I wandered around for much longer, I'd have lost the chance to ever see my beloved again.
Your beloved.
Yes, sir. I'm constantly out on business, so we only get to see each other a few times a year. But she always waits for my return. I'd like to introduce you to her if I ever get the chance. She's a pretty girl, if not especially striking.
Is that so?
The merchant was a man of many words, and I, for one, do not mind a lively supper table. Though I know not how Bestia felt, at the very least I was glad he had invited the Wanderer into the mansion. He was, after all, holding a proper conversation with someone, and he seemed to be having success concealing his piercing, beast-like gaze. However... Oh right, I stopped by the village before entering the forest, and I heard a bone-chilling tale there. As soon as the merchant brought up the subject, a palpable tension spread through the room. Oh, are you a monster hunter? They say there have been sightings of a beast. It's a creature unlike anything anyone's seen before. Not a wolf or a bear or anything like that. It even attacked the village once, killing several people. Thankfully, the men managed to drive it out. But the creature is still alive. There's nothing in this world scarier than a vicious beast. So you should keep an eye out. Oh no, he's going back to beast mode. Wouldn't want to accidentally let a murderous beast into your home. At the villager's insistence, I had the smithy forge me a knife. Oh no!
Is that knife?
Huh?
With you now?
Well yeah, I got it on me. Only good to defend myself with, but it's better than...
That knife. You brought that knife. You're here to kill me with that knife.
What?
You're going to stab me again and again with that knife like they did last time. That's why you're here, isn't it?
What are you talking about? What's gotten into you?
Stab and stab and stab.
Calm down. What are you so worried about? I'm not going to hurt you with this. Yeah. What? What did you just say? Ah! I like to imagine that before the wolf ate the poor little girl, he said, "Is this what I always looked like?"
That beast.
What's your problem? What's wrong? Talk like a human.
Yes, me.
Stop! Stay back! Get in and close and I'll stab you to death.
You act like you only just realized I'm a beast.
Ah!
That's right. I'm a beast. I killed them.
Stay back!
And I'll do the same to you.
Ah! Hell! In his hand, Bestia held his sword. Perhaps it had been hidden under the table, or maybe behind his chair. Regardless, it was as though he had expected this to happen. The merchant kicked aside a chair, attempting to flee, but Bestia closed the distance in an instant, knocking him back. He lost his balance and slammed against the wall, but still he made to escape, though the beast stood blocking his path. No! Please stop this! Don't kill me! My beloved is waiting for me back home! I can't leave her behind!
And why should I care?
Ooh. Now that's a... Ooh. Fuck yeah! A dreadful scream echoed through the dining room. I reflexively covered my ears. Please help! Ah, someone! Anyone!
No one is going to come for you. This mansion is a long way from town.
Ah, help! That woman, where is she? Why isn't she here? She was just... Ah!
You'll kill me if I don't kill you. And so, I must show you that I will. I must show you that I'm serious. I must kill you, or you won't understand. You just won't understand. If I don't show you firsthand, you won't understand. I'll make you understand. I'll make your flesh and bones understand. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
A lot of blood. Ow!
Kill you.
Ah! Monster!
That's right. I am a beast.
They had been enjoying a peaceful meal around the table together just minutes earlier. So what had triggered this? If I were to guess, the merchant saying the word knife is what caused the beast to snap. A simple, small thing set him off. I could not comprehend it. Bestia, who had said he wished for peace, was staring down at the ravaged corpse of the merchant, with a look of ecstasy on his face. Master, can you understand how he felt? Even just a little. Did he not yearn for peace, but for slaughter? Did he perhaps wish for the peace that you gain, that you feel after killing someone? Oh, that's gnarly. That's scary. Oh, Pauline. Oh no, is that the merchant's girlfriend, wife? Alright, that does it for today's shopping. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Snack time! There's nothing better than having a ham sandwich in the park. Oh dear, maybe I should lower my voice when I'm talking to myself. Oh, I thought you was a teacher. But it's so nice out, I just can't help myself. Does the weather have anything to do with talking to oneself? Not important. Food. Food! If he were here, it would taste even better. I wonder when I'll get to see him next. Pauline! Pauline! There you are! Oh dear, what's got you so frazzled, Mom? Oh, Pauline! What is it? Did something happen? What's the matter, Mom? Mom? Pauline. This isn't like you, Mom. It's not like you at all. Tell me what happened. I told you to stay away from men who trade. Huh? Oh, Pauline, my dear daughter. Why must God be so cruel to such a sweet girl? You're hurting me, Mom. Don't squeeze me so tight. What's gotten into you? Listen carefully, Pauline. You must be calm to hear me out. Understood? Your lover, the beloved man you wait for, is dead. Yeah. Sucks to be her, I guess. The beast's humanity began slipping away from him after that encounter. He had returned to the thing I had found in the cellar. Actually, he prowled the mansion halls looking more barbaric than ever. Despite all the efforts he had put into learning to act like a human, he now ripped the velvet curtains off the walls, howling shrilly, stomping back and forth through the hallways and ravaging the garden. I watched him intently, though from a distance. Bestia was not merely a beast, but an all-out-of-control bloodthirsty beast. Just a few days ago we had been tending the garden together, but that was no longer possible. I was quite disappointed. Eventually, Bestia discovered my hiding place. I had not felt regret in a very long time, but I felt deep regret in that moment.
Don't have enough. Not enough. I need more. I need more. I must satisfice these urges.
Are you saying peace was not enough to sate you? Did I mishear you when you asked for peace?
I was mistaken. Asking for peace won't solve anything. Blood, despair, eyes filled with terror. These are the things I need. And I've always known it. You said this mansion fulfills people's desires. Then, give me prey. No more heirs, live humans.
Why did I ever teach him to speak human language? Before long, the mansion granted his wish. Once a week, a villager or a traveling merchant from somewhere would wander into the forest, ending up at the mansion on the cliff. Though something felt suspicious about the man who greeted him at the door, on the surface he looked like a proper nobleman. So they all eventually chose to trust Bestia. The mansion had an air of loneliness about it, but it was adequate to provide rest for their weary feet. There was food and a bed, and most comforting of all, there were other people. The lord of the house treated the lost souls like esteemed guests. He poured them fine wine and he had me cook for them. No one suspected in the slightest that he was a beast. He put on a reasonably convincing act. Because, yes, I had taught him how to behave like a master. The visitors all went to bed contented. But, as I am sure you can imagine, master, they would never see the light of day again. The penetratingly bright sunlight particular to this area. A beast! A beast! You disgusting creature! You hideous monster! Kill him!
If that's how you humans want to do things, then I'll play your little game. I'll play it even better than you. I'll kill you. I'll slaughter you.
No, please don't! That is such a good image. My god. Fucking terrifying. I love it.
That's it. Cry for me. Beg for your life. Pray for my mercy. Weep and struggle and suffer and die. No one understands. No one can possibly understand my despair. What did I ever do? Was it just because I'm a beast? When did I become a beast? Why do beasts have to die? Beasts are savage, and so they must die. I'm a beast, therefore I'm savage. In which case, I'll kill them. I'll show them what makes a beast so terrifying.
Moonlight crept through the torn velvet curtains, shining down upon the blood-soaked beast. It was a sight that would incite terror in anyone.
Look at this. No one can stand up to me. Humans have no chance against beasts. More. I need more. Give me more prey.
The mansion continued to sate the beast's demented craving, sending not one but multiple villagers into his claws. Into these blood-stained walls, off with echoed in his monstrous howls. Stop, please, I'm begging you, spare me! Oh god! That kinda looks like the Disturbed logo. Not quite, but still.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with your god. Beasts have no need for gods.
I have a wife and son back in the village! Please let me return to them!
Why don't you bring them back to me? I'll send them to the same place you're going.
Yeah, he went all the way down to hell. I am with child. Please let me go.
Are you now? In that case, I'll kill the baby first.
You damn monster!
That's right. I am a monster. And by killing, no one can defy me. I have to show the world that beasts are the most frightening things on this earth.
The beast began to change his style, making sick banquets out of his kills. Ooh, like Lord Dracula, the original one. Some days he would tie his guests up in the cellar, playing with them for hours until they finally died. Some days he would drain them of their blood and bathe in it. Oof. Some days he would spread them out on the table and feast upon them. Every week another atrocious party. He did everything imaginable. As a faithful servant of this house, I am confident I can do most anything I am asked. Though you can surely imagine my surprise at having to use the cooking skills I learned while serving the Flaxenhead family to do that. I can only wonder if it actually tasted any good. Bestia's peculiar sword was always with him for his twisted banquets of self-gratification. However much blood stained it, it never lost its sheen. It was as though the sword drank of the flesh of humans. Master, can you imagine just how wretched I felt? The mansion, once a beautiful sight to behold, reeked of death and acrimony. The stench of rotting flesh seeped up from the cellar. Even the years I spent forsaken and in ruins were preferable to that. Or perhaps I only had myself to blame. It was I who had invited the beast into the mansion.
More. Not enough. This isn't enough to satisfy me.
But Bestia still sought to hold more of its perverse parties. Lost villagers were no longer enough to quell his urges. He was indeed a genuine beast. And in time, this is what he began to wish for.
Can't you get me any better prey? Something truly exquisite. A perfect prey to quench this maddening thirst of mine.
You know what he meant when he asked for the perfect prey, Master. Perhaps a hero, someone courageous enough to stand up to him, with whom he could enjoy a battle to the death. Perhaps a dazzling young nymph to satisfy his other primal urges. Or perhaps what he wanted was not human at all, but a demon or a phantom. I would soon find out, as the mansion attempted to grant his wish, bringing yet another guest to the house on the cliff. The twisted road to slaughter is the how she sees the world. That what we just saw was the twisted world to slaughter, or whatever I said. Now we're on the chapter called How She Sees the World. But that will also be where we cut off for today's episode. That was a lot of fun, you know. When I was younger, I read H.P. Lovecraft, and I loved those stories because reading horror is so fun, honestly. It's just, I don't know what it is, honestly, but it's just fun to read. And I got the same kind of satisfaction here, even though I also got some visual aids as well here. And yeah, that will be it for today's episode. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you Joseph for donating directly to my Ko-fi page. If you guys want to help me out, you can do so by clicking the link down in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye everyone.